7:44, of course, that would be when we would go live. Hello, land of Facebook, Laura J. Here with Kristen Nagle, who is involved with Canadian frontline nurses. And there has been a lot of talk around what's happening on September 1st. And as one who really loves being free, and wants to make sure that I can remain on that side of the freedom spectrum, I wanted to reach out to Kristen, and I was so grateful. Thank you for saying yes, Kristen, and get you to actually let people know what's happening on September 1st, because confuse them and lose them is a sales strategy, and it's also a way that the dark side can dupe us who don't know any different, and then in our confusion we get lost, and then they win because they steal our energy, and we want better for you because we need you strong. So Kristen, it's amazing to be with you. I know we've only got you till 8 o'clock because that's when both our meetings start separately. So I'm going to give you the floor and ask you to introduce yourself and let people know what's the score.
So yeah, and thank you so much for having me. So my name is Kristen Nagle. I've been a neonatal intensive care nurse for the last 14 years. I was terminated back in January for speaking against the narrative. And that's basically the short story of how all that took place. But I'm a co-founder of Canadian Frontline Nurses, and our mission is to bring forth more preventative care, root cause solutions, looking at the individual as a whole, and more natural connection to mind, body, and spirit. So we've been working on this and collecting nurses all across Canada that share the same vision as well. And we've been kind of helping nurses that are still in this corrupted system. And within this, they've been being used as pawns to further push this agenda forward. And they've had enough, especially since now they have mandated this biologic gene therapy experimental injection on them. So it's basically jab or job on healthcare employments. And we're seeing this not just on healthcare workers, but across the board: EMS, fire, teachers, banks, federal employees. It's coming down on everyone. So nurses are holding the line. We are the last line of defense in the hospital. We are the eyes, the ears, and the heartbeat. Our duty is to advocate for medical health for our patients, for the public, informed consent, medical freedom, health freedom, body autonomy. And that's exactly what we're doing. So September 1st is the nurses taking a bold stance that we will not accept this anymore. I know the first poster that went out was a walkout, that it said. That was more to encourage anyone that was able to, outside of the healthcare setting, if they're able to strike or walk out of their jobs, to come join us. Healthcare employees, it is illegal for nurses, all healthcare professionals, to walk out on their job. We don't even recommend people joining if you are working and on your break. We don't recommend you coming out even on your break. And we do not recommend people calling in sick to attend this a protest or rally. So to be clear, healthcare professionals, you're not walking out. Be very careful on your breaks. I wouldn't encourage it, and please don't call in sick. It is illegal to walk out, and you will be terminated with cause, and there is chances that your license could be reprimanded or threatened. So I guess there's been some confusion. We've made this very clear in Canadian Frontline Nurses, but with Laura's help, we wanted to really get this message out. So September 1st is about unifying the message and standing in solidarity. So we're going to be there with police, with teachers. People are bringing their kids because the kids are being used as an experiment as well. It's going to be family friendly. It's peaceful. And by no means do we want to interfere with any hospital access. We will be on public property, not any of the private property of the hospitals. We will be on public sidewalks, intersections, and it's more of a picket line approach. So very bold signage that cars, pedestrians, hospital windows, everyone will be able to see us, and our very bold statement that we are here for health freedom, medical freedom, body autonomy, and choice. And we are drawing the line for all of Canada, across Canada. It's nationwide. You can find out more information at CanadianFrontlineNurses.ca. And just also to add in that bit of peace of mind, police officers and RCMP in each location have been contacted to support us to make sure that everyone on all sides are safe, that we are safe going out protesting, cars are safe that are driving by, that there's no interference with hospital, and that anyone on the opposition side is safe as well. So police have been contacted to make sure it's run very smoothly and that it's just very visual that we are taking a stance. So I hope that is very clear in what September 1st is about.
Yes. And in terms of Canadian Frontline Nurses.ca, people can go there and find out what is happening after September 1st, if there's a next thing after the next thing, because so oftentimes we get so excited about the next thing that then we lose momentum. And especially for anybody that's very much the outcome oriented person, if we don't have a next outcome to be able to move towards, then it can be very daunting to finish the outcome we're moving towards in the first place. So set people up for some excitement, Kristen.
Yeah, so absolutely come to our website. We are very active more on Telegram, our Facebook page, and Instagram. So those are ways to kind of stay more up to date on the events as they come out quickly. I know that as these mandates really kind of hype up, they're looking at doing something like this weekly, maybe going to schools, other locations to, again, make a very bold stance and for everyone to come together. This is, even if you have chosen to receive this vaccine, there's no, what's that?
It's a GMO jab, just to clarify. It doesn't have a solution, therefore it can't be called that, can't it? Isn't that the case? Oh, we got frozen out. Ugh, shouldn't have said that. Technology doesn't really like this so much. Darn it. Oh, how interesting. The motorcycle goes by in that moment. Kristen is frozen out. Facebook may be doing something. Who knows? Dear Lord, at this time in humanity.